Hi, friends. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all the friends joining us from across the globe. I welcome all of you to this day 4 of my time. I'm Prithvi joining from Bangalore, and I'm really happy that today we are on the day 4 of my time. And it is so very important that we all are taking out this time for ourselves and prioritizing and meditating every single day. It's been almost 5 days of meditation. I know that we all have been having a lot of experiences in meditation and a lot of doubts, a lot of challenges. So, today is the day dedicated to actually address the challenges that we face during the meditation. So, in the last 3 days, we have been seeing the meditation, the right steps of meditation, the basics of meditation, how to meditate. And the day one, we actually learned about the observation, why observation is so very important for us. And then we got into the neuroscience part of the meditation. And yesterday, being the most special occasion, the Buddha Purnima, we got to know what exactly Buddha has taught and given us to this mankind as a precious practice to liberate oneself. And today we will be talking about the friends and foes of meditation. It is so very important as we have begun our journey in meditation. If we keep having doubts whether I'm doing it right or wrong, we cannot progress, and the doubts keep troubling us in our meditation practice. So today is the day where we will actually address all of these doubts, challenges, and we have a wonderful speaker and meditation master who's been meditating since 2 decades, the best person to guide us and help us with the challenges of the meditation that we go through. So today, I welcome Sharat to also guide us through the meditation. He's from Hyderabad, a corporate employee, and meditating since 2 decades now, and a friend and a mentor of all of us. And we know him. Hi, Sharat. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Am I audible okay?
Yes, yes, very clear.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prithvi, for a kind introduction, I would say. So, yes, quite a journey, 4 days, right? So, this is the right time to understand, correct our approach if our approach is not already, we have taken. So, today we'll take that opportunity. But before that, I would say, let's meditate. That is very important. Every day we start with this wonderful meditation session. So I would say settle down wherever you are. Sit with your mind. Do not send away your mind with thoughts or something else happening in another part of your life. Be present with your mind here. Do it very comfortably. Do not hurry. If you are in hurry, then mind will not settle down easily. You can dim your lights. And I would request everyone, do not expect anything in meditation. Do not try to recall anything. Do not try to remember anything. Do not make up any thoughts that, okay, today meditation is going to be like this. Do not have any objective also. What we need to do is, we just have to sit with our mind and observe. If anything needs to come into your awareness, it will come and you will know about it. We don't have to really conjure or make up our mind saying that this should be my experience or someone else got this experience, that experience. Those are all not important immaterial, right? So settle down quietly, no urgent works at this point in time, no hurry. Take a comfortable posture. The mind will be relaxed and comfortable when your body is relaxed and comfortable. So posture is key. So when you're sitting, take a posture which is very comfortable to you. Sit on the floor or on a chair. It is okay. You can cross your legs. Don't close your eyes yet. You can clasp your fingers like this. Loosen your shoulders a little bit. If you can split, what you call, sit straight with your spine erect, that is okay. If you cannot, and if you feel comfortable leaning, you can do. Take 5 seconds time to settle down in the posture. While you are settling down, observe the surroundings. Observe your body. Don't close your eyes yet. There are several things which will come into your awareness. There could be background noise, temperature of the room where you're sitting, sensations on your body, anything. When you sit calmly, it will come into your awareness. Let it come on its own. Feel very comfortable, relaxed. That is the key to meditation. Now take 5 seconds time to collect yourself. Stun all those thoughts which are bothering you. They are not required here. No calculations, no references, no remembering, no recalling. Anything of these things you do, you cannot get into meditation. It will make thoughts, and thoughts are not required here. Now slowly close your eyelids. Do not close it with a jerk. It will trap light. Slowly close your eyes. This is a very important step for Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. While you are closing your eyes, please put your gaze at the center of the eyebrows, in between the eyebrows. The point is the command center, call it is Agya Chakra. Take 3 seconds time to set your gaze in between the eyebrows. Feel relaxed already. Feel comfortable. Now with closed eyes, see what all are in your awareness. can be anything. There are so many things happening on its own. You don't have to do anything. If you try to do anything, you will make thoughts. So we will not do anything. Let anything come to your awareness on your own. Fix your gaze in between the eyebrows. Look at that center. Now, a wonderful thing is happening already. Breathing, inhalation and exhalation. Let's settle down by observing your breath. It's happening on its own. How beautifully, softly, with tenderness of the morning, evening, and in the night. As you're observing, you exhale. Don't do anything. Wait for the inhalation to start on its own. Wait for the inhalation to start on its own. Don't do anything. Wait for the inhalation to start on its own and follow the breath. Every breath will relax your body and mind. Thoughts will come. Don't follow the thoughts. Cut the thoughts. Follow the breath. There will be a light background music which now will be played to keep you in this state. Experiences will come. Do not expect. Just be there. Be there at the moment. No visualization. Relax. Do not be carried away by your thoughts. Come back. Come back to your breath. No distractions. It is like as I speak, you will know. No design, no expectations. Just be with your breath. Keep looking at the point between the eyebrows. Many things will come into your awareness. Just observe. Small background sounds will take you deep into meditation. You won't try to recall anything. You won't try to remember anything. Just be with your breath. Be effortless. Any effort will make thoughts. Relax. No judgment, no analysis. Just flow with your breath. Relax. Let things come into your awareness on its own. It will make its presence felt. the cosmic energy flow through your body. Relax. Don't get lost in anything. Come back to it. Enjoy the awareness. Relax. Last 5 minutes. Last 3 minutes. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Right, sir. Now rub your palms, keep it on your eyelids. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you, Masters. Over to you, Prithvi.
Thank you so much, Sharat. That was indeed a very relaxing, and always your meditations are very deep, and the way you take us through the meditation, it actually takes us into the right state. Especially, the gathering ourselves in the initial part is so important, and you help us to sit with ourselves initially. Thank you so much, Sharat.
Thank you.
So, friends, today's topic is friends and foes of meditation. And Sharath will be taking us through all of the challenges that we initially have. And yesterday we saw that even Rajan Sir highlighted what meditation is not, so that the right understanding of meditation gives us the right confidence to meditate without any doubts. So today we will be talking about the challenges. Um, being and we are joining from India, people joining from India, it's early in the morning, and a lot of people might feel sleepy, drowsy, and there might be a little laziness. So how many of us really feel sleepy when while meditating? Usually I used to feel very sleepy when I started off meditation, I used to just drowse off. I didn't even know, like I was sleeping. Then I was to come back to the voice or to the music and all. A lot of us actually go through this challenge of sleepiness. So, Sharath, what is your suggestions on this?
So, um, sleepy, feeling sleepy, when you are trying to meditate or trying to be in one place, basically, right? That is because that is, I will call it as a trick of your mind, so that mind enjoys going here and there. So now what you're making your mind is be settled down in one place, focus in one place. So one of the initial obstacles, most of us, I'm not saying 100%, is sleepiness, right? We feel that we will relax, but if you are meditating before sleeping to get into a wonderful sleep, that is all right. But if you're meditating, you want to be in the present moment, the only effort you have to do is coming back to the object of your focus, breath. Initially, you will be successful 20%. So as you practice every day, you will be able to come to 100% present moment. Then you will observe on your own that your sleepiness, drowsiness, all these things will not disturb you anymore. So that is the only effort you have to do during the initial stages of your meditation. And lot many times the sleepiness and drowsiness will come because you might have sent your mind to various directions. You might have written from something very busy doing throughout the day, or ideally sitting, not doing anything. It is passive being in present. You're not in present, right? So all these things contribute to the drowsiness and sleepiness, right? So mind wants to naturally, okay, don't bother me. I want to go into sleep, right? So the effort has to be there only this effort at the beginning. Come back to your object of your focus. The objective of focus in meditation, in Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, is your breath. Back to your breath. If you're working, then also, when you're singularly working on something, then also sleepiness will come. Then also you come back to that act, what you're doing at that point in time. So that's what I would say.
Okay, that's really important. And also, Sharat, as you said, when we are very tired and when we try to meditate, that is when I have experienced this. Whenever I'm very tired, when I sit for meditation, I'll not have enough energy to be aware of breath. That is when I drowse off or I sleep off. So lack of energy is also one of the point where we go into the sleep, right?
Absolutely. Because if you see the researchers and all those things, right, what those wonderful scientists have done, the energy what dissipates during physical work is different. That is more mechanical in nature, physiological in nature. But the amount of energy you are going to lose when you are engaging your mind in various things is huge. So when you are engaged in so many things by the day, you are dissipating energy continuously. Wishful thinking, repetitive thinking, anxiety. So your thoughts is continuously sapping your energy. Now, with that particular lack of energy, right? When you don't have that energy and you sit for meditation, then also it is not possible. It's very difficult to get into that meditative mode. Now, that's the reason why when we start your meditation every day, I will say, collect yourself. Don't send your mind to different directions. You're gonna simply, lose the energy, right? Put all energy in the current moment. That is your breath, right? So make sure that today you may be very tired, there is lack of energy, but the next day when you're doing, every day you have to improve. See that you're not doing that. So that's why we have so many disciplines you have to follow. Don't engage yourself in unnecessary talks. Don't do anything for the sake of doing some work. Right? Don't go anywhere if you don't have to go. There is no reason to go anywhere. Don't try to buy something or acquire something which you don't want to have. Don't get distracted by all these things. Have that practices, right? That's why these things are told every time. Because when you are engaged in those kinds of stuff unnecessarily, which is not required, then you will lose your energy. It will make thoughts. You will think about that. So
Right.
that is the key, right? So it needs to be a practice every day.
Very true. Like conserving the energy and having those boundaries is so very important. And also, Sharath, according to the studies, the difference between sleep and meditation is whenever we sleep, our brain also starts going a little lower in the frequency. It starts getting into the alpha, theta. Theta is when we sleep, that frequency. In that sleep, we are totally unaware of what we are doing, right? And theta delta is the deepest sleep where we go into that non-REM sleep. On the day two, we were actually looking at all those things. And when we meditate, also, we dip into these alpha, theta, and delta, the sleepy states. So it is quite natural that we drowse off. It is very common. Most of us, we will definitely drowse off at one point. But later, whenever we just wake up and become aware, it is always good to come back to the breath. There's nothing like wrong in drowsing off. So we shouldn't be judging ourselves that we are not able to meditate. It's absolutely okay. We just have to come back to the breath, as you said. And the next challenges the agitation, like the body is very restless, the mind is so very restless, we keep getting so many thoughts. How much ever time you keep coming and telling us, come back to breath, come back to breath, cut the thoughts, don't go with the thoughts. The mind is so restless that there is so much of continuous rush of thoughts, and there's some agitation. So what do we do about this?
So I call that as anxiety. So you take this very meditation we do every day. So in many sessions I have taken, So the common thing is like, we sit in meditation with a lot of expectations. We already design what kind of experience we want to get in meditation, right? And we do all those things. And sometimes what happens, we take all the care, all the precautions, all the steps, you have done it, not only in meditation, anything, right? You do. And then what you do is like, you don't allow it to happen now. You want to interfere. You have to take some steps to do certain things. You cannot be completely actionless. But afterwards, you have to let the things happen, right? Because you've already done your work. Similarly, in meditation, once you have really sit down on, when I say really means you sit down with your mind, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to really worry. Okay, will I be able to do meditation? There is nothing called best meditation, reversed meditation. Meditation is meditation. If you sit quietly, calmly, not doing anything, things which have to happen will happen. The experiences which will happen will happen. For example, you are sitting by a very, a railway track. I'm just giving from my exam. My home is nearby a railway track. So are you really waiting for train to come and hear to the sound of that particular train going by? No, it will come and go. So that experience will make itself present to you. You don't have to really wait. So when you don't allow that to happen on its own, the anxiety comes in. What is going to happen? I thought this will happen. It will not. Maybe, may not be. It will happen. Or the anxiety could be something else. Okay, it may be really great. I have done this much, but I'm going to get this much. So all these things actually will distract your mind. More distraction to your mind, less will be the awareness. You will be lost into that particular act of that, anxiety, and then very difficult to be in that particular point, right? Where in current moment, meditation or any work you do, any work. So best way to avoid anxiety is do all the things and then wait, let it happen. Let it happen.
Yes.
You don't have to interfere. Get away from this psychology of interfering with what has to happen. It will happen on its own. You have taken all precautions. You have taken all steps.
Right. And also, Sharat, throughout the day, we are in the activity, we are in the doing mode, right? We are in the thinking mode. The moment we have to shut down all our senses, clasp our hands, close our eyes, sit in one place, and not do anything, I think the mind goes a little crazy. And that is why the restlessness and this agitation to, just move and get up from the meditation, and also there is so much of thoughts happening because that is the time where we are taking out for not doing anything, right? And mind is not used to it. From the day we have been born, we are using the mind and thinking and doing things, and body is also always in the movement. Here we need to get into the silence. So it's a new thing to the mind, it's a new practice to the mind. So definitely there will be some kind of glitches when we try to meditate. So having a lot of patience is very important, I feel. As a beginner, we have to be very patient and keep watching and not getting involved in the thoughts that comes. And whatever agitation is there, just we have to keep relaxing ourselves. The more we relax, the more we settle down.
Yeah. So best Ana-Pana-Sati meditation is really excellent way of getting into meditative mode. But why some people do, for example, yoga or pranayama? The logic is you are doing 10,000 things. I'm just making it up. So you have to gradually bring your mind to lesser things. So from 10,000 things, you come and do yoga, whatever asanas, whatever. So you come to that. From 10,000, you come to 100, 200 things, right? And from 100 to 100 things, slowly you will close your mind and come to your breath. So you are reducing the activity of your mind. right? So that's the reason why to reduce the activity of mind, to relax. That's why these practices are there, right? Your yoga, your pranayama. There's no other major reason why we have to do that and then come into meditation. So
Right.
all those things will aid in your meditation.
Right. And also, as you keep telling, there is no hurry. As soon as we sit, we need not have to start becoming aware of the breath. We need to settle down. Those 10-15 minutes of initial sitting needs to be like gathering ourselves, like how you guide us through, right? That is so very important for the further practice and to be aware of it. So, gathering ourselves and not hurrying in the initial time, that 10-15 minutes of relaxation is so very important to settle down, is also what I feel.
Yeah, sit with your mind, right? So don't send your mind somewhere else and sit.
Correct.
So that's the point.
And also, Sharath, we will be having a lot of doubts whether am I breathing rightly? Am I observing the breath at the right point? Is this how I have to breathe? And sometimes the breath becomes so subtle that I don't feel the breath. And there are so many doubts coming up, so am I doing it rightly? So these questions keep popping in, and it keeps discouraging me that maybe meditation is not for me, kinds of. So what do you suggest for that?
That's an excellent point. This question comes up every time, right? So that's the reason why, if you remember, I say, after you exhale, right? You wait for inhalation to happen on its own, right? That is a perfect example of not doing anything. You don't do anything. In meditation, you don't do anything, right? So how to give that point where you're not doing anything, but that wonderful thing is happening on its own, right? So after you exhale, the inhalation will start on its own, and you're not deliberate, like doing like this or whatever it is. That is the point that you are on a right track. You're on a right track. There's no deliberation. So whenever you are practicing, if you see that, if you are really doubtful that you're gone somewhere else, your mind has gone somewhere else, you're not concentrating, focusing. Concentrating is little negative, but focusing. Then what you do is start, exhale out, and wait for inhalation to start on its own. How beautiful it is. It will remind you that you are alive. It will remind you that, hey, this is the first time you are with the breath, if you're not already, right?
Yes.
And then learn to flow with the breath. So the point to flow with your breath is the point of the beginning of your inhalation. You cannot exhale anything without inhaling. So that's the point. And inhalation happen on its own. So there is non-doing. So that needs to be practiced. And rest all the things you have to just not even wait. Just be there. If experience have to come, if relaxation has to come, it will come on its own. It will make its presence felt. You don't have to wait. It will come, right? So don't think that I'm doing this. No, okay, something is happening. Other day I was talking in satsang. That fellow looked at something. Great lights have. No, not like that. If you start thinking like that, then it won't. That is wrong. That means you're going on a wrong path.
Right.
Just
And
take care of your breath. That's it.
correct. So very important. And also, Sharath, we keep highlighting this point that the breath is happening. You are not breathing.
Yeah.
Right? So when we start observing the breath, we think that I am breathing. So I need to be breathing in this way and that way. But breath keeps happening. We need not do anything about it. And we just have to watch it, just like an observer, how we just watch a sunset, just going down. We don't do anything about it, right? We just watch it. So, however the breath is, we need to just keep watching it and not think that I am breathing. The breath is happening, just like how you pointed out. Everything happens. You just have to be there and watch it.
Excellent point. Once you say I am breathing, you're interfering again. And the interference will make thoughts again. When you are fully thoughtful, like so many thoughts coming in, meditation won't happen. So get away from this thought of I am breathing. You are, the breathing is happening on its own. The spirit is breathing through you, right? It has the sole right to withdraw the breath or put you into the breathing cycle. So you don't breathe actually. Excellent point, Prithvi. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And also share the doubts, as in, like, we should have clarity on what the technique is and what should not be done. Like, we always keep saying no chanting, no visualization, and no thinking of any deities or lights or anything. And we just observe. We do nothing. We are getting into the non-doing process. So having clarity about the technique is very important to be clear on the practice, so that we don't have these doubts. And also, if there is any kind of discouragements, it is always good to share our experiences in these kinds of platforms. And if you have any kinds of doubt, if we share, if one person shares, a lot of many people might relate to those experience. A lot of times, I feel that only I am going through this challenge, only I am facing this. But when we share it on a platform like this, and with the friends who are also meditating, we get to know that everybody are facing this problem. It's not just me, and it's a quite common thing, and we can always go through it, like get out of it, and we can face it. So I think sharing the experience of our meditation is also very important to get the clarity on the techniques.
That is the only purpose of sharing experience. So to be very clear, we don't want to share the experiences to say that I am the best or you are the best, or making someone else, bigger than you, or you becoming bigger, right? It is not like that. Sharing experience is to help each other to progress in this path of meditation. And you are rightly said, Ana-Pana-Sati is the best technique. Anybody can do, anytime you can do. There are other techniques, they are also very good, but it needs certain bodily capability, mental capability to really, get into meditation. But you don't have to do it, because we have, you can do it, but you don't have to do it. Anapanasati, such a wonderful technique, Master Buddha, right, has given us. You can
Yeah,
take that help, right? So,
right. The most simple and the scientific way of
right.
meditating. And I feel like, I started with guided meditations and a lot of other practices, but finally I settled down in Anapanasati, because that's the non-doing, that's the mother of meditation, that I feel and I connect to. And coming to the next point, Sharat, you said in the very beginning of the meditation, don't have expectations. So most of the times we have some cravings towards, like, I somebody experienced a very bliss in their meditation. They felt very calm, and someone has healed their illnesses, and someone is seeing some angels, some lights and all. But I am not getting any kind of experiences. So we start craving. When we sit for meditation, we want something. We want something out of meditation. So we start like craving for the kind of experience. What do you say about this?
Oh, this is very common thing. So there are in many sessions, I keep hearing that, okay, I'm meditating so that my child will get A plus in examination, right? And something else, right? I want to be successful today in this project, right? All those people who are working in, in a corporate world, right? So you meditate for so many reasons, right? I would say you are limiting yourself. You don't have to, and more less you will be stuck there. You will not go beyond it, and you will not really reap the benefits of meditation. So you should not be craving for those kinds of things. Craving is nothing but, you want to do it again and again. Something is keeping you on. You are not detached to it. So coming while you're practicing meditation, that's why I keep saying that, hey, don't recall anything. Don't try to remember anything. In
True.
meditation, you should not do those things. Things will happen on its own, right? That way you can get rid of your craving. You don't have to recall anything. You just have to sit. Nothing. Let go. If anything has to come to you, it will come to you. So we don't have to, right? That craving should go away. We should not sit with that particular thought, right? I know Sankalpa, but I will tell you the technique is when you are about to start your meditation, you're not getting into. You don't do meditation actually, you get into meditation, right? Before you get into that meditation, just beginning, you can have an intent, Sankalpa. Intent is not craving or expectation. Intent is you are creating that mood that this is where I want to be. And afterwards, let go. You can do all this, right? But after you have given your intention, don't repeat that, right? In your meditation, you have to let go. You have declared to the cosmos, let's say that, no, this is my intent. And your intention, if it really good for large amount of people, your friends, everybody you know, you don't know, then that will come to fruition faster. But if your intention is more egocentric, it will take a lot of time because it is interfering with many other people. So those
Right.
things will not come into fruition. So this is how it should be. It is not that you should not sit with an intention. You should, but that should be kept in mind.
True, so true. And yesterday we talked about the attachment. Having an intent is fine, but getting attached to the intent is the problem, right? And also, I feel we should not come with any kind of belief or non-belief towards the practice. We should be having an open mind just to experience. Whatever happens is to experience. Any kind of belief is again leading to a placebo, what we call it in the scientific thing. Like, we think that a medicine is going to help me, and it will definitely have a positive impact. And if we think that meditating will help me in relaxing or healing something, it will have an impact. But getting into that expectation mode and not seeing result might discourage us, or it might be taking its own process. We are not aware of what is happening. So it is very important not to have any kind of belief or non-belief, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you don't walk into the street thinking that a tree will fall on you, or you're gonna see something really. You don't have to do it, right? What you do when you're walking on a street, you just walk. Whatever experience have to come, it will come. After you take steps for precautions, whatever it is, right? You just walk. If anything has to come, it will come. Don't wait for it. Don't expect for it. Moment you do that, what happens is your mind will make thoughts, right? And you will be attached to that particular thing, whatever you are thinking. So you don't have to. So when you're sitting for meditation, no expectation. Don't come with belief. Why anybody wants to limit themselves to only that single idea? You only want to get that experience only. How it is really foolishness, right? Or is it pity, right? Don't do that,
True.
because there are so much of experiences, right? You have to go through. Don't wait for it. Just be in that process. The experiences will come. If it comes, you will know. If I turn off the volume, you will know that volume has come up, right? Are you waiting for that? No, not like that. So that should be the attitude. So moment you design, okay, today it should be very outside, it should be not so hot, cool. You are limiting yourself. Maybe it will be much more pleasant than that, right? So your condition don't that is known as conditioning. That's what's happening from our childhood. We keep conditioning. Hey, you are a good boy. You should behave in such a way, right? Before anything happening, the condition is happening. Why you want to condition? Don't get attached to yourself. Don't create limits. Not required.
Yes, yes. And also, the reason why meditation attracted me was the health benefits. It said that a lot of research said that meditating will help us heal the body, and it has a lot of impact on the body for repairing mechanisms and all. And that actually attracted me into the meditation practice. But later, after getting into the real meditation, I understood that was just a byproduct of meditation. It was not the actual benefit of meditation. It's beyond it, and having that one expectation, I was limiting myself from other experiences.
That's an excellent point. So we have something called medulla oblongata here, right? So when you are, which is in your brain, right? This above the stem here, right? So when you are into activity, right? Lot of activity, your mind is also applied. So this medulla oblongata relays the energy, whatever you have stored up. Maybe you have stored up because you had a nice sleep, right? You have stored up. Then it gets dissipated there in that activity, right? But when you meditate, you are not doing anything, right? When you're not doing anything, then this will be engaged in sending the energy where it needs healing.
Right.
It could be any organ, right? It could be anything. So all the time you are engaged in something, so you are really sapping the energy. Your energy is put into something else. So it is a natural byproduct. Why not? When you are meditating, you are not doing anything, just with your breath, all the energy which is coming also. Because when you are not engaged, your medulla oblongata, which is connected with your gland, pituitary gland, and to your Agya chakra, what happens is you will start getting more energy. It will open up more cosmic energy will come into your body, and more energy will be stored up. And when you're not doing anything, what happens? That energy goes to that part of your body. Your mind is connected to your body, right? Through brain.
Right.
Then what happens? It will go to that part of your body which is sick, and it heals. That's how healing takes place, right? Some people it will happen more, some people it will happen instantly, some people will happen little slowly, but surely, right? It is because your level of engagement, your level of those talks, unnecessary things will stop you from healing. And you rightly said, healing is a byproduct of meditation. You don't have to wait. It will happen even if you don't like.
Right, right. Very true. And also, Sharat, as we keep meditating, a lot of times we experience some kind of pain in the body, and a lot of time when we start meditating, we see that certain emotions become aggravated, like anger and pain and some kind of old memories. All these things start coming onto the layer, and we feel that, meditation, I thought it is to calm myself and compose myself and feel a little more peace. That is why I started meditating. But I feel that I'm becoming more tempered with a lot of anger, with a lot of hatred. These emotions are getting aggravated. So they start thinking that meditation is working in a reverse way for me. So let me stop meditating. What do you say about this?
Oh, it's an excellent point, right? This is also one of the questions which comes up very regularly. We need to understand mind, not in terms of brain, your psychometry, right? It's not like that. Generally, your mind, when you want to settle down, actually you are living by your subconscious mind, not through conscious mind. So your subconscious mind is constantly guiding you in what you do, right? You're consciously accessing that part of subconscious, which is really you're living by that, right? So when you settle down, what happens is these things will pop up, right? In the form of a thought, in the form of a sensation, in the form of an emotion, right? Because these things are recorded from eons, from the time when you are here, right? So these things will pop up. It's very good it pops up, because what happens is this is what is driving your life, right? That is what you want to get rid of. You don't want to. So that's why this art of observation is very important. So when you are with your breath, those things will come up. Don't follow it. Don't try to cling to it, however pleasant it is, however irritating it is. Just observe, acknowledge, accept, and leave. They keep coming. Okay? After some time, what happens is it will go away. That's why I remember the Grand Master Guru Patriji used to say, Samayame sadhana means, you have to do this meditation daily, every day, right? how much time you can put, then these things will come up. You know the art of observation. We had that excellent session. Observe it, accept it, let go, and after some time, it's over. That's how you look into so many things which happened in the past. Some people will call it as past life, all those things, right? So those things are very natural. It will happen to everybody, but don't carry it away. It will
Yeah.
not make you great or less. It is the nature, right? It will come. That is the Buddhahood, right? It come, you see, accept and leave. You are not becoming great or less by that. So that should be the attitude. That will save you from all this stuff.
Very true. And also, Sharat, initially when I actually started doing meditation very regularly, I took up like a 40-day meditation kind of thing. And while I was doing that, a lot of days, I didn't know I used to cry. The tears used to come out. And I didn't know why I was crying, but I was getting those emotions and I was letting it out. And I feel that, whenever there is a pain, whenever some kind of emotions get aggravated, it's calling our attention towards it. Throughout our life, we have been unconscious about that pain, that emotion, and we have been reacting with those emotions instantly, not being aware of it. Now that we are practicing this awareness, to be aware, these pains are taking our awareness. It is saying, see, there's some issue here. You need your attention. It needs your attention. It needs your awareness. And if there is any kind of pain and emotions coming out, I feel that is the indication that meditation is working for you.
Absolutely. So what is awareness is something is coming to your knowing. It could be a simple background sound, right? Or someone walking by. How many times we drive, but we don't know we have come to this point because we have muscle memory. We know the path, right? So we have come to that point. But suddenly, I don't know how many people might have realized that okay, मैं already इधर तक आ गया. I have come here. I don't know. You are not conscious about it, right? So that happens. Right? You're not conscious about it. So if many things will come into your awareness, now whether to act or not, it is up to you. It come to your awareness. If it comes to your awareness, if you want feeling like crying, you will cry. No, I just want to observe and smile at it, you will smile, right? No, okay, this came into my awareness, but I have to act so that it will be beneficial to others, then you will act. But first the things should come into your awareness because that is what is running your life. Remember, anything which is coming into your awareness, and if you are meditating daily, you will be very clear. That's why people say meditation brings clarity. Whatever you said you are not conscious about will come into your awareness because that is running your life. This life, let's not get into why it is, right? But that it is. And when it comes into your awareness, then you are at a point whether to take action or not to take an action. You are not coming to that point at all. You are in autopilot mode. You are reacting because of. So meditation helps bring that clarity. The awareness, just like how a background sound comes into your awareness suddenly because you're paying attention now. What do you do about it? Either you shut down that background sound, otherwise you will keep it on.
Right.
Or you will bring up the volume. I don't know. I'm just making it. So you have to come to that point, and that's what meditation brings you to that point.
True.
It brings so many things into your awareness. When you have absolute awareness, then you will have control of the situation. If you are not aware of anything, which you have to know about it, you are not in your control. That means it will take you over, right? It may be emotion, it could be anything, aggression. So through meditation, let anything which has to come into awareness, allow it to happen, but don't follow. Be at the point to take action, but it is up to you if you want to take action or not.
Very
That is
true.
what is the definition of awareness. Awareness is not something, it's not experience, let me tell you. Awareness is knowing that these things are happening around you. inside you and outside. That's how it is. And then that is the point where you are free, have a control to take action or not to take action.
Exactly, exactly. We have to allow whatever emotions comes in. We don't have to even suppress. If it is pain, if it is any difficult emotions, we just have to allow it to happen and see it. And as we see it, we will also see that it is fading out. That's the beauty of meditation. And coming to the next point, Sharat, I think this is a very common thing where, we keep postponing our practices. We think, okay, I have time, or let me meditate tomorrow. Today I don't have time. I'm having a really busy schedule. So let me postpone it for tomorrow. We are not very regular with meditation. We take it a little easy, or we keep it as a last priority. When I get time after doing everything that is necessary, then I will sit for meditation. So, what do you say about this?
You postpone because you have given meditation less priority than what you are doing at that moment. As simple as that. The priority could be the laziness you are experiencing or enjoying, or something else is having a higher priority than your meditation. So that is the only reason why you postpone. So that's the reason why. For example, you have really some mandatory thing to do. I'm giving an example. You have to go for a passport interview. It is 6 a.m. in the morning. Will you give priority to your laziness, or you will get up and then go to passport appointment? You will give a higher priority.
Yes.
So our mind has our being has a natural tendency to ask this question, right? Whether consciously or subconsciously, what is in it for me? What benefit I'm gonna have? That's the reason why all grandmasters will first keep talking about the benefits of meditation.
Right.
Why the masters talk about benefits is not because to lure you into meditation. It is really they have experienced. These are the benefits, and that satisfies your mind if you're a beginner. Oh, there are benefits to this meditation, right? You will be stress free, you will be more, uh, you know, uh, you will be able to do your work with more clarity and all these things, many other benefits, right? Because of that, you will give higher priority to it. So count more benefits on meditation. That's what I would say. Talk about it, read about it, make it a habit, right? Then what happens is your priority will shift automatically. That is a natural, right? Then once you have a taste of meditation, right? And again, this is also very important. You do for some days, and afterwards you start craving for it. You will embed another thought. I want to have this, experience again. Then that what happens is because of that there will be a break in meditation. So what you should be continuously in one attitude only. Whatever have to happen, let it happen in meditation. That's it. I will savor it as it happens, but I will not design it, right? When you get in, you also subconsciously get into it, right? It happens. So that's the reason why there is a question also. I do it regularly, but suddenly I don't do it, right? It is not very frequent. That is because of these reasons, right? Priorities shifting or embedding a thought that, okay, I'm not getting this experience anymore. No, that is not the way. You keep sitting. You keep sitting for meditation every day. Give it a priority. Count the benefits of the meditation. Then you will give it more priority. Be disciplined.
Yes. And also, the practice of meditation will make all other activities more efficient. It'll make us more productive. That is why today, the highest businessmen, the healthcare sector people, and everybody are accepting the practice of meditation because it makes their action, their work more efficient.
Yep.
So now jumping into the friends of meditation, we talked about the challenges. What are the friends? There are 5 friends. which will actually help us get into the meditation practice more deeply. So, first thing is about Shraddha, right? What do you say about this, Sharat?
So have faith. Basically, it's all about faith and confidence. Many people have walked this path. Many people have done meditation. They have benefited from it. So we know that that is a path to take in. And have that is what is Shraddha is all about. It is a faith. And that should drive you to be in meditation. Right? So that's the reason why you have to do this Sajjana Sangatya, right? You have to keep company with those people, like-minded people who will keep you in this path, right? So, and also like, don't switch between different faiths also. That is also not Shraddha. Take one at a time and be with that, right? Don't do 10 things at the same time. So that will actually solidify your Shraddha, right? You will be very regular. That's what I want to talk about, Shraddha. Yeah, that's what we want to.
Sure, it also, we need to have certain kind of dedication and devotion towards any practice that we do, any work that we do. And meditation is not something that, we just come and relax. It also needs that priority and that level of dedication and devotion. It's a practice. It's a sacred practice which is letting us to know ourselves. So having that Shraddha, it's not the blind belief about the practice, but the openness, the awareness that we carry, and the devotion, the persistence needs to be given to it, and we need to be responsible about knowing ourselves. So it needs a kind of devotion. That is why Shraddha plays so very important.
Yeah.
Whenever we sit for the practice, we need to sit with a lot of gratitude and a lot of responsibility for the practice of meditation. It's not just like, you're just chilling out and binge watching your Netflix. It's not like that, right? You need certain kind of devotion towards the practice.
Absolutely. Rightly said, Prithvi.
And the next is the right effort. Right
Yeah.
effort is the second friend.
Yeah. Right effort. See, right effort is like, sticking to the same time every day, right? And right effort in the sense like, not indulging in certain things which are not required. We do a lot many times. So we watch TV continuously, not required, right? Talking about something irrelevant, not required. Reading your newspaper unnecessarily, not required. So right effort is like, hey, I want to get up at this point in time every day. I'm gonna sit for meditation. That is the right effort.
True.
Right energy is always there, right? When you are not spending your energy in wasteful things, not required, then you have right energy. That energy is not contaminated. Energy gets easily contaminated. You do something which is not required, and then energy gets contaminated. That will not help you in meditation. So that's why there needs to be some discipline in your life, right? So that you don't do all those things. Put right efforts, give it a priority, then everything will initially it will be difficult because there are so many things. We have to live in this world mechanically also. So you have to arrange it in such a way that you are giving priority to meditation, right efforts, and don't indulge in anything which is not necessary, even if it is for pleasure, right? Don't do that.
Yes, conserving the energy and directing it in the right direction is very important. And also, when we are attending sessions like this early in the morning, we just don't get up from the bed and just watch it as it is. And
Yeah, don't take it lightly also. Generally, what I see is like, oh, ye to, you will get it in anywhere. People will keep saying, but that is also a wrong attitude.
sure.
This is all reminders, right? So you have to pay attention because when you don't pay attention on these fundamental things, forget about meditation.
Yes, right. So when we have the right devotion towards a practice, we automatically take full sleep, get up early in the morning, fresh up, ourselves, put on a fresh clothes, sit for meditation with a lot of dedication. That is the right effort, where we prioritize and take it very responsibly and not do it just like that. If we are going for a work, we dress up, we make ourselves prepared to the action, right? And here also for meditation, we need to have right efforts, create the right environment for meditating, and also having the right will to meditate is also very important.
Absolutely. Last but not least, let's talk about mindfulness, and we will. I know it is already too late for all the participants. Let's talk about mindfulness a little bit. Very important.
Yes.
People understand it very partially. So mindfulness is, by definition, if you go and Google up, right, you will get something like, if you are doing a particular work, be it meditation or anything you do, if you are doing that work only, exclusive to all other things, you're doing that only, right? When you're observing breath only, is only a partial mindfulness, right? Your mind is full of that, right? It is not like you're doing this, but also you're thinking about some movie or something, right? That is not mindfulness. You are there, right? That is only partial. Now, what is then mindfulness holistically? When you're doing that, you're also aware of lot of other things. I've already defined awareness, right? That is the beauty of meditation. You're doing that, but there are a lot of there in awareness, but you will not take any action. You're taking action on only that thing which you want to take, right? That is mindfulness. Because there are some questions. If I'm lost into that particular thing, if some hazard, some danger happening, how will I know? That is concentration, right? That is required, but that should be done after taking precautions, because you will be absorbed into it, right? But mindfulness is, you are doing what you're doing, you're taking action, because that thing was in awareness. Now you have shifted your focus, you're doing it. Your mindfulness began there. But you also have awareness that there are other things are also happening. Only difference is you're not taking action on them. Otherwise, your mindfulness will not work. That is what is mindfulness, right? So people get carried away, right, into that. That is also not mindfulness. This is a mindfulness is an appropriate usage of your awareness. That is the right definition.
Correct, correct. And also, every time we are lost in the thought, we have to be coming back to breath. That is also an effort, and making a point that we are mindful about the breath that is happening at this moment.
Yeah, along with all other things which are happening. That way you are safe, and at the same time, you are. Yeah, someone has put as mindfulness is inclusiveness. Correct, right? That is where you include everything, but you will take action only on those things which you want to.
True.
That is what is. That is how people. Many people say, "Hey, you have to be meditative in whatever you are doing." How it is possible when you are observing only that? But as you practice, many things comes into awareness, and you will know it on your own. It will be your own experience that you
Right.
will be able to do it easily. That is the beauty of this entire process. You will know about everything. Look at Lord Krishna movies, right? He will be doing something here, but he's also aware of all the things. It is
True.
happening. How it is possible? Do meditation daily. You will come to know.
Yes.
That is only way. There is no lab to prove that this is happening. Right? Get into meditation every day. Do it. Then see this magic happening automatically. Both when you are doing meditating and after meditating. You will carry that attitude. You will carry that meditativeness into everything you do. That is the play with awareness. Understand awareness properly. Understand mindfulness properly. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
Wonderful. Thank you for giving so much of clarity on what mindfulness actually is, Sharath. And also bringing our mind to one point of breath, that concentration, one point of from hundred and thousands of things, we are bringing it to one pointedness. And then we observe the breath. That is also very important. And also, as we move on, having the right wisdom about the practice. Yesterday, we talked about not going with the craving or aversion towards pleasant or unpleasant, but being in that neutrality is so very important. Neutrally, equanimously watching what is happening and being in that observation mode is the key for the right practice and to progress in the meditation.
Absolutely. You should observe. If you're not observing, you are getting into so many things happening until you are lost in it, gone. So you will be in that only. All right. That's the reason why observation should be there.
Wonderful. So, Sharath, we will be actually jotting these points and sharing it in the WhatsApp group so people can just look into it. And we will now open the platform to the participants, to our friends. If they have any kinds of challenges and doubts about the practice, please feel free to ask. You can raise your hands, put the questions in the chat, and clear your doubts. We have actually talked about most of the challenges commonly that we go through, but if there is anything that you are facing personally and having doubts about, please feel free to share it and clear the doubts here. And also, you can share your experience, which will help us understand what is the process that is happening with you. And it will help all others also to know, like, we are also on the same page.
Yeah. So there are certain things like I see in the chat: focus, concentration. See, focus is only that act where many things are into your awareness. That's what I guide when I guide you into meditation. I say observe, see whatever is coming in the awareness. So you know whatever you can be in awareness. Then I will say focus means you are bringing your attention to that. It is not concentration. From so many things, you are coming to breath. That's it. Now concentration is, now you have set your focus here. It's just like your camera, as simple as that. In front of you, you have a big scene. What you do, you focus to that particular tree on that particular, right? That is focus. Now concentration is, now once without focus, there is no concentration. One pointedness is concentration. That means you are looking at a tree, you are looking at tree only. It happens only after focus. That means after many things, you have come to one is focus. Now only doing that one thing or looking at one thing is concentration. So you have to understand it very well. We actually confuse between focus and concentration. If you don't understand focus and concentration, it is very difficult to understand what is awareness.
Exactly. Yes. So, Sharath, we have a raised hand by Manoj. Hi, Manoj, you can unmute and
Hello. Hi, Prithvi. Hi, Sharat. Thank you
Right.
very much for the wonderful session. So I have one question here, right? So how do we track progress in meditation? I mean, what would be those few trigger points which will let us know that, we are in the right path? Because, I mean, when we are in some path, when we see few positive changes happening around us, we know that, yes, we are moving in the right path. But what would be those trigger points which will really motivate us to, continue this meditation? So what would
If
be those trigger points?
Excellent question, Manoj. When you're meditating really sincerely, regularly, every day, the natural thing what you see is you are becoming more happier and enjoying every moment. Right? It is not about if I'm meditating, I'm able to buy, Creta car, or I am able to close a deal. That is not the result there. The immediate progress what you're gonna see is, are you feeling so relaxed about everything? Are you really happy in every situation? Are you really able to take anything which is coming? Are you really becoming kind to everyone? Are you really bringing in that humility? You can feel that humility. If these things are happening, then that means you are doing your meditation properly, right way. But instead of that, it is like, okay, because of meditation, this material thing is happening very well. That material thing is happening. Maybe you are going on a right path, but not completely. Because once you're happy, once you're joyful, other things are byproducts. It happens. When you're happy, you will do right things. When you do right things, then right things will happen. As simple as that.
Very true, very true. And also, the more natural we become, that's an indication that the meditation is working for us.
Absolutely. That's what I say, right? Moment you say that because of this meditation, oh, my work is happening really well. I am able to do something. Someday it will stop because of some reason. Because you are not alone in that work in your corporate office. Somebody else will do something else, right? Then you will be again lost. So that's why external things should not be taken as a measure for your progress. Remember, please keep this in mind. External things should not be the indicator of your progress. That is never. That is only a byproduct. Only the internal thing, which is, are you feeling happy? Are you being kind to others? Are you happy? Are you joyful? Are you able to accept anything? You are not being aggressive. You are not being. If these things are happening more and more, you are on a right track. All other experiences will happen on its own. No expectations. So don't look out for progress, please. Don't look out.
Yes, that is such an important message. Thank you so much, Sharat. Sharat, we have Rajan Sir also. Hello, Rajan Sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. So it was so nice hearing both of you speak. And I think Prithvi raised very apt questions today during this program with Sharat. I was really impressed with Sharat when he gave answers about, especially about Sankalpa and about how you should take your life and what are your expectations. Similarly, about focus. It is very important to know about what focus is. Suppose I say, you look at the tree. I don't know whether you remember in Mahabharata, I think there is a case where Arjuna was asked to see along with so many, all his other brothers. It was only Arjuna who could say, I saw the tree, I also saw the bird, and I also saw the eyes of the bird. Whereas the other brother of his has said, I'm able to see the tree and nothing more. Okay. So, whereas here, he not only sees the bird, but he also is able to concentrate or point towards the eyes of the bird. Understand? That is real focus. Similarly, Sankalpa is very important, no doubt. But then it's so very important to know what is the subject of your Sankalpa. Suppose my Sankalpa is that I should have a I should have a world tour. That is my Sankalpa. At least within my 50th year, I should have a world tour. That's a Sankalpa. But then, is it wise to have a Sankalpa of that nature, or is it better to have something else? Sankalpa is no doubt okay, but then I remember our Patriji because of our association and our discussions on these aspects. Then when I asked Patriji at one occasion, what exactly is your sankalpa or expectation, and what is it that you asked Balaji for? Because he was once taken to the temple after a long time to Tirupati, Lord Venkateshwara. What was your sankalpa? What was your intention, and what was it that you demanded or asked for? Then he said, I didn't ask for anything, because if I ask for anything, then naturally Balaji will say Tadastu. So there are people who they donate 1 crore, expecting that he will become a minister in the next cabinet. That is his expectation. But Tadastu means that you have to face situations as they come, and it need not be the same thing that you aspire for. But when you try to have a sankalpa for universal good, for universal welfare, as Patriji later told me, my sankalpa was only one thing, that the entire world should become a vegetarian world. That is my sankalpa. So when you have sankalpa of this nature, which involves benefits to the entire world. So, or universally, I want everyone to learn meditation, become a spiritual person. Then that is a greater sankalpa. It has got greater emphasis, and it will definitely yield results. So rather than doing things for your own self or your own family, when you aspire for things for the outward benefit, for the benefit of the entire society or the nation, that will have a greater thrust, and that will yield results. This is one aspect that I understood as far as Sankalpa is concerned. Another thing regarding sleep, the discussion was quite good. But then, as far as our Ana-Pana-Sati is concerned, I should say that is one of the best, as Sharat is also saying very often, it's one of the best systems of meditation, one of the best ways of meditation. So, yesterday, as Prithvi was saying, we discussed about what is not meditation. So, there, one point I stressed yesterday and even today, I want to stress that any asana is not part of meditation. There is no yogasana is not part of meditation. That we should be very clear about it. And meditation means entirely being with the breath. So why all that is mentioned, and why there is also one more thing I want to draw your attention to. I mean, in the Eightfold Path, you also have right meditation. Right concentration means right meditation. And right meditation means only Ana-Pana-Sati. Okay. Because if you take to other systems of meditation, which were there, they may not be right in the sense that they may enable you to sit quietly, but they may not give you the result, especially when, for example, Buddha also has tried. He was a spiritual scientist. He tried focusing his attention on a lamp or on a tree or various objects like that. But that will not give you the desired results, because unless you remain concentrating on your breath, you have to only observe your breath. There is no, even there is no concentration. You have to only observe, a silent observer. So that is what gives you to the ultimate effect of being having an empty mind. So that is also important. And here, comfort is very much important, because when you say asanas and you say you have to sit erect and you have to sit without a support from anything else, and a person of 80-year-old cannot naturally sit like that. So Buddha's method is universal, because it's meant for everyone from the age of 5 to the age of 90 or 100 or whatever. So you have to simply sit, but Sukhasthira asana. This is what has been prescribed. Sukhasthira asana means being in a comfortable state of physical rest. So what happens is, in that process, you will be able to sit for a longer time. But whereas when you say, among certain organizations prescribe that you have to sit still, you have to sit erect. If all that is insisted upon, then take it from me, you can't do that meditation for more than, say, around 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But whereas this way, Sukhasthira asana, you can do meditation for as long as 3 hours at a stretch. So this is one more thing I wanted to bring about. And another thing is regarding sleep. I'm sure everyone will be feeling in the initial stage, even I felt it that way when I started almost 22 years back meditation. I used to go to sleep. Then one day I could take the courage to ask Patriji, is it not bad that we are encouraging sleep when you are doing meditation? Then he laughed at me and he said, meditation may take you to sleep, but it is not that you always sleep. When you are doing meditation for 30 minutes, you don't sleep for the entire 30 minutes. That is sure. You may be sleeping in the initial process, say for 10 minutes or 15 minutes if you are a newcomer. But then, if you have got used to meditation as a practice, then gradually what happens, your sleep gets reduced and there will be 25 minutes of focus and 5 minutes of sleep. This will be the difference. So what happens is when you have this nidra during this meditation, that is known as yoga nidra. So he gave me the new formula, a good formula, I should say, those days. 1 hour of yoga nidra is equal to 3 hours of your normal meditative state. So which means if you sleep, there's nothing wrong. You don't have to feel guilty about it because it is natural. Your body needs it. You have been having a lot of physical activity and all that. And in the night before you go to bed, you try to sit and do a meditation. You may fall asleep because your body needs it. But that sleep is so genuine and so pure and so much useful to your body that that sleep will be very much needed at that time. Your body needs it, and so you get it. But later, you shouldn't make it a habit to do that. But once you start real practice of meditation by observing the breath, gradually you will cease getting yoga nidra. No more yoga nidra is required. But then I have used yoga nidra at times when I had to wait for a flight which is 3 hours late. What do you do in the airport? You simply start doing meditation. But at the same time, you are aware when you get an announcement that you have to get ready for the flight. So that awareness is also there simultaneously. So for that, we should thank this great Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, which our great Patriji has introduced, and to Buddha for giving us this excellent system of meditation, which enables every one of us. In my house, even my 5-year-old granddaughter used to do meditation along with all the others. The best way to introduce meditation in a family is to enable all members of the family to be part of the system. That alone promotes the energy and the vibration inside the house, and it gives you everything good. So benefits are there in meditation in various ways. And one more question which someone raised, as how do you know that you are developing, you are really improving in your meditation or doing good in your meditation? I would say that from my own practice or my own hours of meditation, I have found that after meditation, I invariably I'm able to gain absolute clarity. There's no confusion whatsoever, absolute clarity in whatever I do. So the best time to do meditation is in the morning hours, especially during the Brahma Muhurta, 4 to 6 time, that is a time. And the whole day happens to be your own, and you can draw your programs and carry it out in the best manner possible when you do this. So how do you know that you have progressed in meditation? You will be take number one is clarity. Number two is that you will be able to get a lot of intuition. Your intuition develops like anything, and you will be able to meet people whom you wanted to meet for a many number of days. You have been wanting to meet him, but you forgot his name. You are not able to get it. But then when you sit in meditation, you will immediately, it will come to you automatically. Similarly, you will be able to even meet the person who was not accessible for so many days. So these are all the other fringe benefits. And the third thing is you are fully awake, alert, and aware about what you should do and what you should not do. So your words, your thoughts, and your intellect act in the best manner possible. So with these words, I end today. I hope I have clarified points. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you, sir.
you just underlined such important points, and that gives so much of clarity for the practitioners of meditation. Thank you so much, sir. So, Sharat, thank you so much for clearing the doubts and challenges that we face in the initial as a beginner and also as a practitioner. So, thank you so much for your insights and wisdom and the teachings that you have shared with us, and beautiful meditation. A heartfelt thanks to you. And
Thank you very much.
yes. So on behalf of IFSS and the partner organization PSSM Global, I thank all our friends and participants for joining us today. And tomorrow we will be coming back again with yet another interesting topic, which is Presence by Sampath. So let's meet tomorrow, meditate, and know more about meditation and make our practice more deeper and deeper as we continue in this 33 days program. So thank you all. See you all tomorrow. Signing off.
Thank you.